Introduction to Basic Statistics Concepts. Steps in a Statistical Inquiry. As mentioned earlier, we will revisit the steps in a statistical inquiry. Now, please pay attention to this theme, and you can notice here that we have 6 tiles. 6 tiles means that we have 6 steps in a statistical inquiry. When you're trying to analyze something, what is the first thing that you do? What comes to mind? You should first identify the problem and state the hypothesis, and then plan the study. And then you collect your data, and then you explore the data that you collected, and you analyze and interpret the results. And finally, you present the results. Notice here in step 6 that it is also pointing back to step 1, and this implies that the statistical inquiry is cyclical. These are the usual steps that we have been doing since we were in elementary school. Recall the first experiment that we did in science, the mango experiment. What was our problem there? What was our step 1? We want the mango seed to grow. What's our hypothesis? If we expose the mango seed to sunlight, it will grow. If we water the seeds, they will grow. If we put it under the shade, it will not grow. We had several hypotheses. For step 2, how will we do the experiment? We plant the mango seeds in 4 containers. One is placed directly in sunlight and is given water. One is placed in a shade and given water. One is placed directly in sunlight but will not be given water. And one is placed in a shade and will not be given water. Also in step 2, you will decide what data will you collect from them, and how often will you collect that data. For example, you've decided to measure the height of the stems daily for a month. And that's what you will do for the 3rd step. Once you have collected your data, you can now proceed to step 4 and explore the data and see what is the lowest, highest, and average height. And from there, you can now go to step 5, and this is where you go back to your hypothesis and see whether your hypothesis can be validated. You can now present your results either through the form of tabular, graphical, or textual presentation. Why go back to step 1? Because we'd like to know whether the problem was answered or maybe other problems have risen. For example, why did some of the mango seeds did not grow, or why did some mango seeds sprouted? So the steps in a statistical inquiry are nothing new to us.